G'day, how you going, fellow rail fans, and welcome aboard to Train Sim World 6. We're playing on PC, Steam, DX12 custom engine settings, NVIDIA control panel settings, and we are rolling with the Class 805 on Train Sim World, and do note that this is the modded version of the Class 805. The Class 805 at the time of the recording is actually officially coming to Train Sim World this coming week here in January 2026. They've had the preview stream over the last couple days, and yeah, it's looking quite nice. Unfortunately, the thing that really drives me crazy on this route is that there's no passengers. Here we are at Euston, you know, a major hub in London, and unfortunately we suffer with passengers not spawning, you know. Major hub of the UK, and yeah, nothing at all. You know, we're up in here, and there's you know, no passengers at all. So you know, it is a major hub. We need passengers. Behaviour is really bad. You know, and did I just open up those doors? No, all good, all good. Let's close those doors now.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Okay, so we hope you enjoyed this ride, and here we go. Do note we also got the enhancement pack installed, and this is part of the modded timetable also with the enhancement. So here we go. Alright, so before we get going, I'll just go to confirm and make sure that I've got all the right settings and everything all organised, and yeah, we got all that there. So yep, yeah, it's all good. The shadows are down low, and I don't see why we need to have the fog in the game while we're actually playing, because we've got no fog. So we'll drop that down to medium. We'll drop that down a little bit so we can actually... So when you're going down a hill, you know, you want to be, you know, a little bit lower on the speed, because, you know, you can let it cruise. Let's take a nice little photo there. Let's get a nice cover photo organised. Okay. Gonna get myself out of there. There we are. Check our dedicated Train Sim World uploaded videos playlist where you'll see all of our great Train Sim World content from the original Train Sim World era, from our gameplay we started in 2019 on PlayStation 4 all the way to when we went to PC in around about March 2020. And we moved to Train Sim World 2, and then we went to Rush Hour, then we went to 3, 4, 5, 6, and beyond. And we also have a dedicated replay playlist for our Train Sim World 6 content, and we will be we have a replay playlist for Train Sim World 5, I do believe, and we also got other playlists we will be doing when we get time. We'll be adding those for the previous other editions of Train Sim World where we've done our live streaming action, so you can watch the replays of our live streams if you so desire. We also have a Train Sim World Introduction Tutorials playlist where there's been some tutorials been redone over the years, and also we've added new tutorials. I don't really too much do anything with tutorial videos more so these days. See, our videos don't get viewed enough for me to really warrant my time to actually focus on doing that content. That's why I don't really do too much Train Sim World content also these days, because it doesn't really warrant my viewer base doesn't warrant me to continue. So there's other areas that give me more value for time and effort than Train Sim World, to be honest. So currently we're streaming Train Sim World once a week. Here in 2026, at the start of 2026, and also with our uploads, time from time. So yeah, if the view base went up, it would warrant me to, start giving you guys more. So it's totally up to you guys out there. There is obviously your typical, suckhole ambassadors that won't spill the beans on what their true feelings are about the sim. I won't beat around the bush. We know the problems, we know the issues, we know what's going on, so we'll leave it at that. Enjoy the ride. Talk to you guys soon. This is Wolford Junction. Welcome aboard this Class 805 service. The next stop is Milton Keynes Central. This is a Class 805 service to Birmingham New Street. Next stop, Milton Keynes Central. Yeah, the differences between this and the Palomino is that we don't get up to 125 miles per hour on this because it's not a tilt mechanism train. So you'll find the speed limits will be basically the same on the official Class 805. And obviously you can see the differences with this version. Obviously this is the Avanti West Coast like livery and everything's been put in and stuff. But you'll find that like this cab is the same. It's very similar with the official version. Obviously you've seen the differences in the preview. You got this area just here obviously where you got your plug you normally put in for your charger. But yeah, that's all different there. The screen here is not so much. I'm not sure if you can actually use this screen, activate this screen in the official version. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't watched the previous stream. I didn't really need to be honest, for the simple fact that I know this train. It's not a big major release for me because I've been rolling with the mod version for a while. Yeah, since the release of the enhancement, with the first modded timetable they did for this route, and it's just a pretty nice high-speed train to drive. So for me, it's a buy straight away. It's a buy straight away for me because I'm such a fan of high-speed rail and commuter services and inner city stuff like this. This is right up my alley. So and obviously it's West Coast Main Line, and I just adore the West Coast Main Line. So it's a buy for me straight away. Even the branches of the West Coast Main Line, which I've said to you guys that Birmingham crew, the Birmingham to Stratford is basically a branch of the West Coast Main Line. After that, you're back on the main line. I've always been trying to find the cruise control on here though, because I know that, say for instance, I think with the Train Sim Classic version with the Azuma, you can do it with the touchscreen, and that's what I was hoping they would have had for this, but they haven't had that option. Also, another thing, folks, I know that we talk about, little features in Train Sim World that we, could be added. I would have liked to have had the option where we could have a custom cup, where we could full custom it with Creators Club or something like that in here, Obviously, I understand why they haven't gone that way, because obviously there could be issues with that. Maybe people could do, some copyright, trademark, official branding and stuff like that. Say for instance, likes of, could have a cup, can of Coca-Cola or Red Bull in there, or something like that. So, or even worse, you could have a Forex Gold. So, you know what I mean? Like it's, or Jim Beam, that would be my choice. You know, it's yeah, I can understand why they haven't gone that way, but obviously they could do it to a limit where you can, you know, have some, like, obviously we don't want to advertise Dovetail, you know, but I think that, you know, could be obviously, you know, an option where you could have like Dovetail coffee or something like that, you know. Well, we've got Dovetail aircons and factories and all that in the game already, so why not a Dovetail coffee? Yeah. You know, we've got coffee places, so it could be one of those, you know. One of those cups from the coffee shop or something like that, you know. By the way, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, so don't be scared. If you've got any issues or problems with Train Sim World, maybe I can help you out. I am a veteran of Train Sim World. I've been playing the game since 2019 here on the YouTube channel. I've been playing the game officially behind the scenes before that, since its release. We're pretty much close to its release. Yeah, I had a mate that had it on PC, and it was sandpatch grade only at the time. Yeah, it started with the freight services, and yeah, it was a nice slow journey, and at the time, I like to hear from you guys. So leave a comment. All comments will be held for review, and our moderating team will look through them, and they'll let me know if they're appropriate enough, and they'll let me comment on it, and I'll get back to you if you got a route suggestion or anything. I say to you guys, yeah, go to the forums. I notice a lot of people still talking about the texture problems and everything, the blurred textures. For me, it's blurry. You know, for you guys that are on console more so, I've experienced it here on PC. Don't get me wrong. Texture problem. There's multiple issues that memory is one of them. Limitations for PlayStation players is another, and console players in general. Passenger behavior and the problems with passengers not spawning is a major one. As I explained to you guys at the start with Euston, that's a major hub of London. Empty as. You wonder why other major hubs are not being added. It's a pain. It's a real pain, and this is what I'm really worried about with the rework of Great Western Railway, the Great Western Express in Dovetail terms, is that we're not going to see passengers at London Paddington, for instance. That's what I'm really worried about. Obviously, we got the second London Overground route that was released, the North London section, where there's no passengers at all. So for me, these are areas that really need to be looked at. Texture problems, obviously, it's a major key, and I feel for you guys. I'm originally from console. I played on Xbox, first started on Xbox, and went to PlayStation, obviously, for reasons why I could record it. You know, that's the reason why I went put it on the PlayStation. I had both consoles at the time, so this was back in the original Train Sim World era. And I'll be honest with you guys, the blurry texture sort of problem, I reckon technically started when they went to the volumetric clouds and the skybox changes, and I think that's where it all really started. So I'm thinking that they might be looking at that particular section where I think the skybox and everything has got to do with some of the texture problems that are going on, and obviously I think the amount of services really needs to be counted for as well, where maybe we need to lower, maybe they need to lower the count of services and traffic that's on the rails to try to balance out the problem. I don't know, that's just a theory. They have confirmed, and I can confirm in the article I've seen earlier this morning, here on the recording day of the 24th of January 2026, that they are working on the fix still for the texture problems, blurry textures, and they're going to cover more about it in the February roadmap. This is just a never-ending story of continuous talk about it and whatnot. Don't worry about it. They are talking about it, but they're doing it as well. So it's not just they're talking about it and nothing happening. They are working on it. So just be patient. Things will smooth out sooner rather than later, and hopefully you'll get a nice experience before Train Sim World 7. But as a veteran of Train Sim World, I'll be very surprised if we don't see it before Train Sim World 7. I think it will be a major core part of a key for the sale of Train Sim World 7. And I think Dovetail, knowing Dovetail, they all a money spin. They always have been. They'll probably end up turning around and not getting it fixed and get it fixed, so it is a major part of the sale of Train Sim World 7. And unfortunately, I have to say that because that's just me being brutally honest, and I hope I'm wrong. I totally hope I'm wrong. And we get it before that, because we can't continuously. You guys can't continuously play the game like that. I've seen photos, I've seen footage, I've seen everything of it, and it's terrible. I wouldn't even bother playing it if it was like that. If I was in the situation where I didn't have PC or anything and I was playing it on the Xbox or whatever, I wouldn't even bother at all. I'm all about the community, and that's what I'm all about with Train Sim World. I always have been, even though I've talked about issues and complained about it over the years. It's always been for a positive feedback for me. People might take it the wrong way, but I'm all about wanting to see this game succeed to the point where it's going to be, a smooth experience, a great experience, a beautiful, detailed experience, and a true railway feeling. When you're seeing passengers coming on and off the train. I don't like seeing passengers coming off the train when you're starting a service. That for me is wrong, especially when you're at stations like Euston. You're starting a service and they're coming off the train. They're supposed to be waiting at the platform and then entering the train. That's what it's all about. Anyway, we are approaching Milton Keynes Central. I will bring myself back in here now. And it's been an absolute amazing experience driving this. So we are close to the end of the platform now. We're going to be continuing from Milton Keynes later here in 2026 with the release of All Aboard Studios West Coast Mainline for Milton Keynes to Crew. And can't wait for that. It's going to be absolutely off the chain. And I'm hoping it'll be in the Train Sim World 6 era. But if not, we'll see you guys in Train Sim World 7 with it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn the notification bell on and check our dedicated Train Sim World playlists at our playlist area. Some of them are showing on our home screen. So scroll down, you'll see them there. And also, I've got real life trains here from Sydney, Australia, including the legendary V-Set, which is retiring at the 30th of January 2026 here in Sydney. Amazing 57-year-old train. It's a very old school train, and it's an inner city train. It's such a beautiful train. And the V-Set retiring from our rails. We're approaching Milton Keynes Central. There will be a driver change at Milton Keynes Central. Alright. Alright, so here we are. Well, hopefully you have enjoyed this experience as much as I have driving the train. It's been an absolute pleasure. Such a fan of this particular route. I always have been. And, you know, I fell in love with West Coast Mainline mainly from Train Sim Classic. You know, this particular section just blew my mind when I first played it. And obviously I went all the way to Crewe with it. And, Birmingham New Street. With the South section in Train Sim Classic. So, yeah, that's where I got into it. Anyway, that's all we got time for. And thank you very much for watching. So we'll be ending this very shortly. There's the maintenance people over there. Class 350 at the background. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So a fantastic trip it has been indeed. And we had the Class 805 Avanti West Coast. And the total time was 39 minutes 41. And 8,276 action points. That's all we got time for. Thanks for watching. I come from a land down under. If you're here to thunder, you better run. You better take cover. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks for coming to enjoy our great Train Sim World 6 content.